going to take over these 10 sectors of the country.
Unbelievable.
Which, you know, and people, I've told people this, you know, my own family, and they go, come on, you're making this up. I go, no, we have the document.
Well, I mean, that's like classical tyranny. That's like the line from Star Wars, you know, Episode 4, A New Hope, when they're on the deck of the, you know, command area of the Death Star, and Darth Vader and Governor Talk walk in, and they say the Emperor has dissolved the Senate, and he says, and one of the commanders says, gotten rid of the Senate, who's going to maintain control? The regional governors will control their systems.
Yeah, remember that?
I mean, that is classic tyranny right there.
Well, also, too, I mean, you know, it's another way to take power away from the hands of people and put power into the hands of people, of a tiny group of people that they think know better. That's the part that scares me.
Well, this is FEMA government. You've got 10 FEMA regions, now with 10 governors over them, and in the John Warner Defense Authorization Act, it says that the government can now just set aside Congress for 6 months and operate under this.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you realize that these things are real and these things are in writing and they're in place and they're waiting. They're all there. The trigger is waiting to be pulled. And again, I came at this, as you know, Alex, from a kind of a neutral point of view. I mean, you know, as a TV guy and a guy in the business and stuff. And I tell you, a show like tonight, again, it keeps me up at night because I think, you know, this stuff is, we're not making this stuff up.
Well, I've worked on a lot of shows with you, Michael, with Tyrell and Jesse and the whole great crew, and you guys take it serious. You go into it, you know, not knowing if it's real or not, and unfortunately it always turns out to be real and worse than you thought. But you guys, is it accurate to say have been a little bit shaken up by this episode?
Yeah, this is one of the ones, and the one you mentioned too, the water one, and a couple others that I can't talk about that are coming really, really soon in this season because we have, I think, 5 weeks left, 5 Fridays left. And we'll talk more as we approach those maybe in the next couple of weeks. But the water one, the JFK one is a mind blower for anybody who lived through that era or anybody who's interested in that era. This episode about this water conspiracy is something I had no idea about, and I guarantee you 97% of Americans have no idea about.
Let's go back to tonight's episode, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, and folks can find True TV on your cable or your dish or direct TV systems. We'll give you the website so people can visit the Conspiracy Theory website and see some sneak peeks of this. But, Michael, look, this isn't hype. This is breaking news, what's going to air tonight. This is groundbreaking. This proves it and connects it, and you have all the documents and the video. This is the FEMA camp film I wish I could have made but didn't have the resources.
Well, I appreciate that, and I would just urge everybody to tell people to watch this. I'm not even saying to people, and I know you don't do this either, I'm not telling you to believe it or not believe it. I'm saying watch it with an open mind, draw your own conclusion. And one thing I will say is that, you know, your audience and the people who do have an open mind and the people who do ask questions and don't just believe what they're told, they're our supporters. They're the people who support this show. And we need them to watch this show. We need them to watch this show tonight and all the subsequent shows, especially the one tonight, because we want to stay on the air. We want to keep bringing this stuff to, you know, to a mass audience, to 90 million homes. And as I said at the beginning, it's a miracle that we've lasted into our second season. We're a hit, but we need to stay on the air, and we need everyone's support. We need everybody to tune in, you know, tell your friends and neighbors, anybody who's got an open mind, who's interested in the world around them, and who really wants to take another look and a more serious look at what's really going on in this country.
Well, that's right. The mainstream media has always had the laugh factor, made fun of anybody that questioned any corruption, and now it comes out the Gulf of Tonkin was staged. It comes out the government shooting up little kids with syphilis in Guatemala. Yep. And now people are really starting to pay attention, and it's not just that it airs and 1.8 million or 1.6 watch it. That's great. They air this show over and over and over again. I mean, it's got to be reaching tens and tens of millions per episode because people all over the streets. When I was on Nightline, you know, I didn't get hardly any response on the streets. I get responses everywhere about the show Conspiracy Theory being on it.
Yeah, and here's the last thing I want to say about that, and this I want your listeners to take to heart.
I'll tell you what, stay there, Michael. Final segment. We've got a break. Come back, talk about the other key point you want to make, and then more about some of the other groundbreaking episodes coming up, and give us the True TV website, or just Google Conspiracy Theory Jesse Ventura. It's the top link. Send it out to everybody you know. Tell them watch tonight. We'll be right back.
Is it really possible to get out of debt without payment plans or attorneys? 18 years ago, we developed a program that has made thousands debt-free in just 90 days. It's called Zero Debt in 90 Days, and it works for all credit card debt, medical bills, even collection lawsuits.
When I first joined, I was being sued. So I used the program methods, and after filing one piece of paper, the collection lawsuit was dismissed.
With Zero Debt in 90 days, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back and stop creditors in only 90 days, guaranteed. Prevent wage garnishments, bank levies, and stop collection calls with our proven program. Call Zero Debt in 90 days now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic
is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films.
Hurricanes, ice storms, blackouts, and the prospect of civil unrest. When the unexpected happens, will you be ready? Hundreds of concerned citizens across America have already installed wind generators to help protect their families in the event of a disaster. So act now and build your own wind generator with an easy-to-assemble kit from WindBluePower.com. Wind Blue Power carries the best battery charging wind generators and permanent magnet alternators in the country. Our 12-volt wind generator kits are also great for small cabins and campers. And all Wind Blue Power kits qualify for a 30% tax credit. So get your discount now. Go to WINDBLUE Power.com today and enter coupon code RADIO for 5% off. Or simply call 800-976-0026. 800-976-0026. Protect your family's emergency energy needs now at WindBluePower.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been going for 2 hours and 54 minutes and haven't even talked about the online video bookstore, the fact that you can get 5 months free right now at PrisonPlanet.tv with all my films, the live stream of the show. It's your support, buying the books, the videos, the T-shirts, all of it that makes Infowars.com and the films and everything we do possible. So just like we need to spread the word about this show to keep it on air, and Michael just told me something really big during the break. He was trying to say, this is pretty scary stuff, actually. But you knew it would happen. Just please support us, support them, get the word out, buy the books and videos, because we want to continue to be able to not just stay here, but expand. Michael Braverman, you dropped a bombshell on me during the break. Tell the listeners.
Yeah, here's what I want everyone to know. I have information which I have to keep, for obvious reasons, very, very private, but I have information that there are forces out there, powerful forces, that want this show off the air. They want us off. They don't want us talking about stuff like FEMA camps. They don't want us talking about stuff like the JFK assassination. They don't want us talking about, these really controversial, important things.
Wall Street, water.
They want us off the air. Alex, I can't say it any clearer than that. I've got some information from people. I know it sounds like trust me, I'm not making this up.
No, I understand.
It's scary stuff, and I'm fighting, and you're fighting, and Jesse especially, more important than all of us, is fighting really hard to keep this show on the air. And in our business, in the TV business, there's one thing that beats all of them, and that's ratings. So if people support us and people enjoy the show, and they're willing to come to it with an open mind, don't have to agree with everything we say, But you have to have an open mind. And if you want a show like this on the mass media, again, what I called it at the very beginning, the miracle show, if you want us to stay on the mass media and be able to reach 90 million homes, we need everybody's help. And, because, again, ratings, it's a money business. Ratings win. And if we get the ratings, I can, with everybody's help, we can beat back these people that want us off the air. And these are big, powerful people.
Michael, let me throw this out at you. I don't want you to get in trouble for saying too much, but I know quite a bit about behind the scenes. They've had people in suits digging through Tyrell Ventura's trash.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes on and on. But obviously, and we've talked a little bit behind the scenes, because this is seen as a genre by the establishment, if this is a hit show, which it is, now other people are going to pitch these shows on other networks. I know other networks are looking at similar things. Beck is getting record audiences doing the same thing. It's not conspiracy theory. It's talking about real issues.
Yeah.
The system is scared.
Yes.
And the old Hollywood elite, we talked about this last year, they're getting upset because they understand that we are starting to take over.
Big time. And it's exactly right. If we weren't a successful show, we wouldn't have any problems. Because then, we'd be below the radar. And I think we ran below the radar in the first year, and now suddenly we're back, and we're doing numbers, and we're doing stuff like FEMA camps, the conspiracy to steal water. When you do this stuff, suddenly people in high positions, they start to take notice. And suddenly, you start to get all kinds of strange things happening to you. Some of them, I can't talk about. I know Tyrell talked about the guy going through his trash. I've had some things happen to me on Facebook that they're chilling. They're chilling. I mean, and again, I'm not an alarmist kind of guy, Alex, but I am now convinced there are forces out there who do not want this show to continue.
Yeah, they go out and do horrible things and say you did it. I know what they do. I've been going through it for 15 years. And
yeah, have you? Yeah.
But the tide is turning. And you talk about how many big Hollywood stars you talk to who are tired of the left-right paradigm. They're tired of, the old guard. They want to cover real issues. They don't want to just be a liberal or a conservative. Yeah. They want to talk about real issues.
Yeah. Well, I always tell people this has nothing to do with liberal or conservative. The show tonight, as I said, they're targeting everybody. This police state show, they're after everybody. If you like guns, if you're against abortion, if you're in the Tea Party movement, if you're a leftist, whatever you are, as long as you're not towing the line and marching in lockstep, they want you.
All right, I'm going to talk to you as the show ends here. Retransmission comes up with so much key info. Stay with us. It airs tonight, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. True TV, it's Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura. Great job, crew.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.